Welcome to Collector's Hideout, everybody. The podcast where we all kind of get together, talk shit, argue sometimes, drink a little bit, and, get away from the real world. Tonight, we have a special episode. It might become a normal thing, maybe a monthly thing, but we watched Little Shops of Horrors, and we're gonna discuss it because I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I don't know when was the last time my co-hosts have seen it, but we're gonna get into that. But first, let me introduce. We've got with us tonight, Mr. Psycho. How you doing, brother?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
I mean, you're kind of the co-host, so you have to be here.
That's
So,
true.
Shellhead Tony, I'm glad you're able to join us tonight. I know you don't like to come around like when we do the wrestling ones, like the little one-offs that are kind of out of your wheelhouse, but thank you for being here.
Boppity boopity.
So, the idea was to watch Little Shops of Horrors. Like I said in the intro, I haven't seen it since I was maybe elementary school. When's the last time you had seen it, Tony?
I probably was 6 or 7, maybe 8, but at least 6 or 7 years old. I remembered
Okay.
parts of it. But yeah, I got some thoughts.
Hey, that's Psycho. I know you went and saw the Broadway version.
A couple of years ago, yeah.
And then when was the last time you actually watched the movie itself?
It's been a very long time. I probably was somewhere in elementary school.
Okay, so I'm not gonna get right into it, but I'm gonna use an example. The Ninja Turtle cartoon. Okay, I vividly remember the first like 6 episodes that makes that one movie, like the original, the introduction where you see Bebop and Rocksteady get created. Like
Yeah.
that's all my memory remembers of the Ninja Turtles cartoon from when I was a kid. I've watched it since. I've seen the other episodes. I know them, but my memory remembers just that one special. And I feel like my memory has done the same thing with Little Shop of Horrors. Like I remember certain things in my head that I loved about that movie, but after watching it, that is a completely different movie than I saw as a kid. And I don't know if that's a good thing. so, so, I mean, are you guys on a similar page or like?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Cool, I'm not
fucking-
alone on this.
It was fucking wild.
Okay. So you just want to start from the beginning? Like you want to just go from the very beginning of this thing?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember him just having the fucking plant, right? Like in my mind, obviously there's a musical aspects and everything, but in my mind, we saw the lightning storm and him get the plant, not like a flashback of the singing. Is this no?
No, I didn't. I never remembered that part. No.
'Cause I remember the lightning, but I don't remember being part of a song. Like I remember the acting part, but I don't remember being the song. So I thought it was part of the movie versus the musical flashbacks.
So I don't remember the entire movie being like a goddamn Broadway musical. I don't remember that at all. I only remember the singing at the end when Audrey 2 is singing. I remember that as a kid because I remember when he was trying to eat the girl. And
Right.
but I didn't remember. I don't remember the fucking girlfriend of Martin Lawrence being one of the 3 chicks singing
And
like
then his neighbor Pam also being one
Yeah.
of them.
Dude, and they're just like, I'm like, are they in the whole movie? And then they're in the whole movie, like
So-
singing multiple times. First 20 minutes. Had I not done this for this, I would have shut it off.
So I'm with you that I didn't remember it being. I remember it being a musical. I remember there being musical numbers in it, but specifically the when Audrey 2 first starts singing, that part. I remember that, and then the dentist. I remembered that being a musical part, but that's all the musical I remember from a kid. Like that was fucking it. I I was really hoping that I was gonna be like, oh man, this is fucking amazing. Yeah, this is why I loved it. I see why I loved it. I was fucking stupid. I was a kid. Really,
I mean, the chick from Greece had great knockers in it.
was that her?
That's her, dude. That's the fucking
which chick are you talking about?
the beauty school dropout girl, Audrey.
No,
She's
it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same actress.
You know who I'm
As
talking about,
which-
right, Frenchie?
Yeah, it's not the same actress.
Oh, I'll challenge that one. She just ripped off
Challenge it.
her whole persona.
Yeah.
Yes, Google away, my friend, please.
Yeah. No, I gotta know. I'm fairly certain it is not correct.
Because obviously
Fairly
Grease
certain.
was a musical, not to be funny.
Let's see.
It was.
I have actually never seen Grease, and I don't intend to watch it. So don't try to make one about it.
I won't. Do yourself a favor.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that to anybody. So,
If it's-
what's
if it's
the
not
verdict?
hers-
It's a lot of researching for it to be yes or no.
Well, no, because I'm looking at her filmography right now.
Sounds so official. Filmography. So while he finds that out,
Yeah, no, her first film was 1976, Next Stop, Greenwich Village. And then she did one called I'm Dancing as Fast as I Can, and then Little Shop of Horrors in 86. She was not in Grease.
boom, goes the dynamite.
Hold on.
She did have knockers though, so I mean, you're still right about that.
DD Con. So who?
So
So Ellen Green is her
Yeah.
name. So she
Yep.
ripped off, 100% ripped off the girl Dee Dee Khan from Grease.
I mean, not necessarily, because remember, this film that we just watched was based on the Broadway musical, which happened before the film, and then that musical was based on the 1960 Roger Corman film. So we don't know who knocked who off, right? Like, it could have been Grease taking some character stuff from it.
right, but I mean, I can. When did Grease come out?
70 something.
78.
So then, yeah, I can see how you could. It could be her taking inspiration for that character to do it.
Yeah.
Because just because it was based on the musical and then the original, the 1960s or 1950s one, it's a completely different movie, right? Like
100%. Yeah.
versus what it was in the 50s version or 60s version.
Well,
So
because
the characters are different. Like there's aspects, everything, but yeah, I can see where it could be a similarity. But she was blonde, the other one's a brunette, so like they're different.
the 60s version was not a musical. It was turned into a musical
Right?
for
No, I understand.
Broadway.
I mean,
Yeah.
character-wise, though, right?
Yeah.
Like the character from the 80s version isn't the same. They're not portraying the characters the same way they would in the 60s because the 80s version has very 80s vibe, even though it's set in the past. It's set in it's set in the 60s, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But it still has a very 80s feel to it, and the way the characters do act has a very 80s like overtone or undertone to it.
I'll say that when she's introduced on screen, as soon as I heard her speak, my mind didn't even for a second pause. It went, it's a chick from Grease. And looking at her, I would have swore it was her too. A couple of years later, how she ages, that would have made sense. So, but now seeing it's not her, which that'll happen to me in a character later on I'll talk about. But it's just like your brain, the way your brain remembers things. Right. Yeah, so just when she came on screen, I immediately thought, that's a chick from Grease. And if she's not, I feel at least that she stole that persona from that movie.
What's going on, Jose? No, Beanie Lovers, that's a podcast about TY Beanie Babies. We are not that, but thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it.
Also coffee.
What's up, Joe? Thank you, man. What the fuck Joe's talking about? John Travolta all of a sudden? Oh, because we were talking about
Grease.
the other fucking movie. Met John Travolta. I offended him and he didn't like me. So it's funny. I met John Travolta too.
The sequel.
Yeah, not the first one, the sequel. I met him also, but I was like 4, and I got his autograph at Disney.
Oh,
I don't know if he liked me or not. I may have been an ass though. I mean, I was a kid. Most kids are asses. So, all right. So, do you want to get into what you actually liked about this movie? Or you want to just go what we
just
didn't
go rogue,
like?
man, because I got all kinds of shit to spew.
Yeah, like I got stuff to say.
Go for it, because I don't know where to start. Because I honestly, the movie was, I enjoyed parts of it, but in my mind watching it, my mind's like a complete clusterfuck trying to put together what that actually was.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure why, but as a kid, I watched this movie a lot.
I
It was
love the
one.
fucking movie.
It was one of the tapes that we had because like I grew up poor, but my dad made a bunch of recorded tapes. We didn't have he didn't buy the tapes. He would get them recorded from family members, and this was one of the tapes. Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Batman, things like that I had that I would watch. And I remember as a kid, I really liked it. I didn't have the same experience that you and Tony had, as in not remembering it was a musical. I knew it was a musical. I remember a lot of the songs. But I remember as a kid, it didn't bother me really that there was a lot of music. And I think it's because, as a kid, you watch Disney movies and it kind of feels a bit like that.
Right.
The rewatch after all these years was definitely an experience. I'll say that. There was very little that I found myself actually enjoying. Other than the headcanon I created for myself, which actually chronologically doesn't work, but it made things significantly better for me.
So here's the question then. Since you did see the Broadway show, or the off-Broadway show, whatever the hell it is, did you enjoy that more than the movie?
More than the movie?
Because you're there, you're expecting musical because you're in a performing arts center, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know that I enjoyed it any more or any less, right? Like,
okay.
I don't think that the movie that I watched last night, because I watched it last night, I don't think that I disliked it. It's just not something that I would actively seek to watch often.
Okay.
If it were on and somebody else wanted to watch it, I would probably sit there. But I don't understand the allure that the movie used to have for me when I was a kid.
So, right. So I get you, because like watching it, like I said, there's enjoyable parts. There's funny parts. I enjoyed enough of it to where I could watch it again and not be like, oh my god, I'm not watching this shit again.
Yeah.
Like I've watched movies that I fucking hate and I will never watch again. And this wasn't one of those. I like you just said though, as an adult, I don't get it anymore. And I mean, maybe if I don't know when we want to get into it, but Jose sat in here, and I have to agree that like Steve Martin's character was one of the best parts of the movie.
Yeah.
He was fucking hilarious, over the top. But I feel like even the cameos, even the John Candy cameo, was really like I enjoyed the shit out of that. Right, the Bill Murray cameo was fucking hilarious. Like I feel like those cameos, as an adult, are what stand out to me as being some of the better parts of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of time talking to my wife about this today because she watched the movie with me last night. I had no idea what I was going to say on here because I don't want to trash the movie. I don't hate it.
Trash it if you have to.
But no. Like, I don't hate it. It's just you said the Steve Martin character. My wife said the same thing. I thought the character was annoying as hell. I was not interested in him at all. I thought he was over the top in an obnoxious way, not even an entertaining way. And I thought that the whole plot line with that character was dumb. And I think that's a lot of my problem with the movie. Narratively speaking, I thought the movie was weak, and didn't really have explanation, right? So like, you get in the song the total eclipse, and then the planet just appears. It's like, okay, how the hell did it get here? Drop it on a meteor. There was no lightning. If you go back and watch the movie, it just sparkles. There's not a lightning bolt. It's like a green sparkly thing, and the planet's sitting there.
What the fuck did you watch? The one I saw, there's a bolt of lightning, a green lightning bolt that strikes down, and the fucking planet appears after the lightning bolt.
I don't know. I didn't see that as a lightning
Tony, what
bolt.
did you see?
It was like a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
I didn't see it like a lightning bolt, but even if it were a lightning bolt, like how the hell does a lightning bolt carry a plant? It's not even like it was a plant spore. It was a whole plant in a can.
He's an
Or
alien.
like, how the hell did it get on there?
I didn't think that far into it because
It's
I was
an
already
alien.
turned off by the 45 minutes of musical prior to this.
But like,
So I just took it for what it fucking was at that point.
But so, like those stuff like that, it's an alien, right? It's like Star Trek. They boom, you fucking zap you down. Like okay, it was a fucking alien.
I mean, like,
I thought it was hilarious though that the little Asian guy that owned the place, he's like, oh yeah, I'll sell it to you anyways. That was never there. But yeah, give me money. Take that shit.
I also was not. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the plant eating people, like, and how we got to that. It's like the very first thing he thinks of is, "Let me feed you people," right? Like, go to the store and get some hamburger, right? Go to the but he doesn't bring that up until the end of the movie when he's like, "I'll go get you a chuck roast."
Did you
It's like,
not watch the same movie as me?
I did. He feeds him the blood from the finger.
Because originally when he says that he needs more, he's like, "Oh, I'll go get you this." He's like, "No, I want fresh."
Exactly.
In the way the plant, because he
says I need blood.
Yeah, and he says I need it fresh.
Right, and then he offered to go to the meat store. He's like, no, and then he's like, all right, so I gotta start killing people.
But even then, it could have been a cat. It could have been a dog. He could have got a cow. Like he didn't.
But he specifically asked. But he does specifically ask, does it have to be human? He does ask. Like it's all that. Like it's in the song. He does ask that question.
So I just watched it. I'm 2 hours fresh on this, okay? So I can't even like pretend to like say I missed anything in the fucking movie at this point. But so if I start at the beginning, I was really thoroughly annoyed by and I had to remember like, oh, it's a musical. The first like 5 minutes of the movie is the chicks dancing around talking about Skid Row or whatever, and then the next scene is like about 2 minutes of, them in the shop, and then it's right back to everybody singing again. And I'm just like, golly, dude, can we get some dialogue first? Like every 2 minutes, it was somebody starting like a sing along.
Yeah.
And it drove me insane. And then the guy who's the shop owner, his voice is the voice of like a bunch of very early cartoons.
You talking about Mr. Mushnick?
Yes. So he's the voice of the Ant and the Aardvark, which is a hilarious cartoon. It's fucking hilarious. But he plays the Aardvark, and just the way he talks, he's like, oh, let me look at this. Let me do this. It's just the way he talks. He's that guy. I know he's that guy. It's great. And then Tits McGee walks on screen, and with the worst makeup shiner I've ever seen in my life, they literally just went mascara, perfect round circle right here. I mean, it was an 80s black eye.
But then Seabor's like, what's that makeup you have on? Like,
right. And then I gotta disagree with the Steve. I do like the cast of cameo characters. I thought that was very cool. I forgot about all of them. It was like watching an episode of Saturday Night Live because all of a sudden everybody was in the damn movie. But Steve Martin was annoying as shit. He looked like a member of Danzig, or fucking Misfits or whatever. And he like as a kid, I always got Jim Belushi and
John Belushi?
Jim Belushi, right? Yeah, Jim Belushi.
Oh, no. I thought you were going to say you always got Jim and John mixed up.
No. I always got Jim Belushi and Bill Murray mixed up. Don't ask me how. There was something about facial features and the way they talked. I just always, for some reason, would get them mixed up when I saw them on screen.
I mean, he was supposed to be Peter Venkman too, so that would make sense.
So that's what happened. We were talking about that before we even started. We were talking about Garfield and Friends and shit, and how I'm like, I think it was this guy. No, I think it was this guy. But in the movie, Bill Murray his scene was fucking hilarious,
bro.
Like, it had zero to do with the movie. I know it was supposed to be a play on Steve Martin's character, to like kind of like bring you more into his character and get it,
to see that he's like somebody who tops his crazy. Like there's somebody who, because Steve Martin's getting all the pleasure out of bringing you pain. Like here's the guy's like, yo, I love the pain. Bring it.
Bill Murray's like, let's do this. Like, you know.
Even Steve Martin's like, whoa, calm down. You're kind of freaky, dude. Like, whoa.
But I liked it. I enjoyed his character. It was cool. He was only a short minute, and that was fine. And then we had Jim Belushi later on in the movie, and I'm just like, weren't you? And then like my brain is doing like Mandela effect, and I'm like, I have to Google, was that not Bill Murray in the chair, or was that Jim Belushi? Because that's my brain fucking with me.
So
and then
so, same thing. Like when Jim Belushi pops up, I was like, hold on, Bill Murray's back. And I'm like, oh shit, no, shit, that's Jim Belushi. My bad. I didn't even. Like, at first, I thought it was Bill Murray coming back. I'm like, oh shit, okay, that's weird.
But I did not like Steve Martin's character at all. John Candy was awesome. He's always awesome. I've never seen a movie I didn't like the man in.
Steve Martin, that character and how obviously he was over the top, right? Everything he did was over the top, and to me, it reminds me of '90s Jim Carrey. Right? Like I can see '90s Jim Carrey playing that exact same character. That just over the top bullshit, off in left field, all jumping around, like it just the laughing just screams Jim Carrey in the '90s. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I saw. So I was like, Steve Martin was fun, watching him go completely apeshit. But I can see how he's annoying because he was fucking annoying. Which then that leads to the first kill, right? Accidental kill.
Cuts him
like,
up. Yeah.
He kills himself.
Yeah.
Fucking laughing gas. He like over mixes the laughing gas trying to take that shit off.
That's some like Joker fucking origin story bullshit.
Like, but that was one thing that I didn't understand, and it's just a movie thing, whatever. But you can't help but notice that Seymour or Audrey 2 tells Seymour to cut him up, chop him up. Cool, chops him up. His the boss sees him, the shop owner sees him. But then when the shop owner confronts Seymour,
the very next day, yes,
confronts Seymour about it,
and he just eats them whole.
Audrey just eats his ass like it's nothing. Like, yo,
but he's bigger. He's bigger at that point.
Yeah, but
because
still,
he got
like...
he got the pieces of Steve Martin, and so he grew, and now he's big enough to eat somebody whole.
Because he ate that bitch like it was nothing.
I know, but that worked out really well because it's like you got to find a way in the store to get rid of the shopkeeper, right?
But no, that worked out fine. Like I said, just the way that it's
right.
Like,
but I'm just like to your point, like
chop it up yesterday, eat him whole today.
He was able to eat the guy whole, and they were able to move that character along, and go from there. And I think the other thing I really I did like about the movie, I won't watch it again unless my kid wants to, truthfully. But the other thing I did like is at the very end of the movie,
steer them away from it. Steer them away.
Gianna loves musicals, man. So this will be right up her fucking alley. But is when he's Audrey 2 is like fighting Seymour, and the little like Audrey's come out and they're like talking to him and shit, and I'm like,
I don't even remember that from the movie from when I was a kid.
So I do remember the part because I remember the part where he's saying he was going to hit him in the balls or whatever, or take his balls out. That's one of the things I remember as a kid. So I enjoyed that. I thought that whole scene, like where they're fighting, I thought it was hilarious. And then he shocks him and he kills him, and I'm like, that's cool. I enjoyed the last honestly, probably last 15 minutes of the movie, and the one part with Bill Murray, and the rest of the movie could have thrown out and I'd have been all right with it.
So, did it bother anybody else? And maybe this is just looking too far into it. It was just one of those things that like happened. Like that doesn't fucking make sense. Is that he finds this plant, he brings it down, and the plant's dying, right? Or if he first brings it down, that what kind of plant is it? He's like, oh, I don't know. It's some kind of Venus trap. Or what did he say?
He said some kind of fly trap.
Yeah, some kind of fly trap, right? And then like it just like keels over and dies. And he's like, oh, I gotta feed it, but I don't know what to feed it. And in my mind, I'm like, hold on, Venus flytraps eat flies, like he eats meat. Like what? Why would you fix it in like, oh, I'm gonna give you fertilizer and water and think that's gonna fucking work? Like, you know it's a fly trap of some sort. You should be like, oh, I think I need to feed it bugs. I need to feed it like that was something I picked up on. I was like, that's fucking stupid. Maybe I'm the only one.
When did Jose get so philosophical?
Oh, I didn't look at the chat. What happened?
Oh, some Cuban guy. That's why. Never mind. That's the more in-depth Jose. We know so many Jose's, I just wasn't ready for that.
This is a Cuban guy.
No, I know. I see that now.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I created a headcanon for the film that made the film significantly more enjoyable. It couldn't work. Like, chronologically, it absolutely could not work, but it's what made the film enjoyable for me. And the headcanon was that after the film, things didn't work out with Seymour and Audrey. And then he goes to college, becomes an accountant, and then changed his name to Lewis Tully, and that's how it worked. Because
awesome.
the character of Lewis Tully and the character of Seymour were pretty much exactly the same, except Lewis doesn't sing anymore. So
I like it.
I'm with that. I'll accept that theory all day.
It.
But it might be the only one
came out in '84, and then Little Shop of Horror came out in '86.
Well,
That's
alternate
fine.
universe.
But remember, the movie's from the 60s, so it's okay. It's based in the 60s. It works. Am I the only one who remembers originally watching it? Because in my mind, he ate the bitch. He ate Audrey 1.
Well, I mean,
tries.
No. But like he ate her. Like there was no pulling her out. Like he ate her, and that was like the end of the movie. Like he was upset, and he killed it for eating her, and he goes off on his own. Maybe that's my own headcanon. Then he becomes Lewis Tully. Maybe I was doing the same.
Yeah, I mean, maybe because the original ending was actually the ending of the stage show, and they tested it, and people hated it, and
so
then they
tested her in the
again.
stage show.
No. So in the stage show, he eats both of them. He kills both Audrey and Seymour.
That's fair.
And then he actually does take over the Earth. And so they actually filmed that ending, and on the DVD or something, there's deleted scenes where they have the original ending in. But when they tested it, apparently it tested very, very poorly. So they were supposed to get an audience score of 55 to be releasable. They got an audience score of 13. Woo. And then they were like, okay, well, maybe it's just the market. Let's take it back to LA and let's test it there. And they got an even lower score than 13 in the LA market. And so
maybe I'm broken because I feel like I like that ending.
David Geffen was like, yeah, we're not releasing the film like this. Like we're gonna have to change it. And so Frank Oz went back and then did the ending where Audrey and Seymour survive. The plant is electrocuted to death. But then as a little nod to what's supposed to happen, he has the little baby Audrey in the plants along the fence in their home. So like they'll never be free of it is what we're supposed to get of it. But yeah, in the stage show, he kills both of them, eats both of them, and then takes everything over. But the director of the '86 movie, Frank Oz, is like, I learned that you can kill your heroes in a stage show because as soon as it's over, they come out, they take their bow, the audience sees them, right? But in a movie, when you kill them off in the movie and they get eaten, they don't come back out afterwards. So like you've spent the whole movie bonding to these characters and now they're gone. And he's like, and it doesn't play as well as it does on stage, so they had to change it. But
I would like to see that ending though. I feel like that would be a good ending. Like
you should be able to look it up online. And like one of the scenes was like the main Audrey 2 on top of the Statue of Liberty, like just in the crowd, like controlling everything. And there's Audrey 2s everywhere. Like everything is covered with Audrey 2s. So,
all right, we're getting real deep. This is going a hell of a lot deeper than I thought we were going to get. But apparently, Audrey 2 being a form of the devil,
What?
Skid Row being the depiction of hell, the entire story being a metaphorical journey through the Seymour's madness. The Chinese shopkeeper is the same character from the Gremlins.
it's I can get behind the Chinese shopkeeper being the same one from Gremlins. That makes sense.
I just
Well,
watched
he
the
sold
goddamn
Gizmo
movie.
knowing what. Well, he didn't. The kid sold Gizmo knowing what might happen. So I feel like if it was the same shopkeeper, he would have just sold Gizmo without issue. Like he sold the plant without issue. Like I feel like it's a different guy.
I mean, he just wanted to make some money.
Right, but in Gremlins he didn't.
I mean, if you found a toy on the ground and you didn't care about it, someone's like, "Oh shit, I'll pay you $300 for that." You'd be like, "Okay."
Okay.
I don't know.
But pay me money for a gizmo, I'd probably sell it too. So, um, yeah, there was so much in that fucking movie, though.
Oh boy.
So because I watched it with Melissa, and the first thing she pointed out, she's like,
Holy
"Oh, I would
shit.
hate to have to make that annoying voice for an entire movie." Talking about Audrey 1. Let's call her Audrey 1, the human Audrey.
Yeah.
That high pitch, like I'd hate to like her voice was fucking driving me crazy. But then when she started singing the Seymour's in front of me, wherever the fuck that song was about,
Beverly Seymour. Yeah.
yeah, all of a sudden she's got this like really deep ass voice in parts, like she can actually sing. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what happened to your high pitched fucking New York, my cousin Vinny fucking squeakiness? Like, what the fuck happened?
Jesus Christ, dude.
You never heard of voice acting?
You went left.
I've heard of
real
voice
quick.
act. I get that. I'm saying, but for the character, like all of a sudden you're hitting these like high ass fucking squeaky notes. You're hitting these deep ass fucking New York accent notes. All of a sudden, what the fuck?
So that's not the same dude from Gremlins. To backtrack for a minute.
No, I
It's
think
not.
you. I
he's
think
just
he
saying
was-
that the actual
was saying-
shopkeeper, like the character.
Oh,
Yeah.
the persona.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm like, yeah, it's not the same dude. And then
Tony's been looking it up.
little thing that came up while I was looking, fucking never like dinged on my radar. So here's the problem. I go back and watch these old ass movies, right? And when I rewatch them now, being older and knowing actors, you're like, oh shit, that's so and so.
Right.
You don't realize some of the movies they've been in. Excuse me. So, God, I got a burp. So just now, I looked up the cast of Gremlins because I was trying to look up the Chinese guy, the
Right.
shopkeeper. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So the guy who played one of the cops was Jonathan Banks.
Oh my god.
The guy from Beverly Hills Cop.
No, the guy from like Breaking Bad.
Yeah, he was also Beverly Hills Cop.
I can't remember Beverly Hills Cop, but
He kills
remember
Mikey.
Gremlins, the two cops who are in
Yeah.
the car, and he's like, they're, and then they're even in the precinct. He's the younger one who's like fucking with Gizmo.
Yeah.
But you've never
And-
seen Beverly Hills Cop? It's two really good movies.
I just can't remember it honestly. I've seen it, I just can't remember it. But and then I'm looking, I'm like Jonathan Banks. I'm like, no fucking way. But it's kind of, I have only seen him when he's older now, right? I wouldn't have recognized him back then. But all these freaking people, man, that were in this movie, it's just nuts. Like, who the hell is this? Like
So-
the Teagle lady, she's got to be dead.
Jesus Christ. So while Tony's figuring out that thought,
Sorry.
no. As from your memory of this movie, was there things that you specifically remember that when you saw it, you're like, that's exactly how I remembered it?
The part
Or
where
was
they're
it
fighting,
like-
the last scene.
That's it?
That he ate Audrey, and then I remember when her legs are sticking out of his mouth. I remember that as a kid, and I remember the part where he's against the wall, and Audrey's like holding him, and then he like fucking runs one at his dick, his balls, or whatever.
Because like I remember the dentist scene with I remember the
90% of
dentist
that
scene
movie
with,
was new to me.
yeah, I remember the dentist scene with Bill Murray. That segment, I remember that. And that's probably because at that time I knew him as Dr. Venkman, right? So I knew Bill Murray. Like that's a face. I remember that.
I need ice. Go ahead. Sorry.
But then I remember the scene obviously right after that with the dentist and Seymour, that whole part. And I think the only thing I really remember from that was the fucking gas mask and how the balloons were like and him going crazy and then dying and then sitting up in like the one last puff of like life. And then one other scene that I remember, but it was different than I remember, was when he was at the radio show, right? With John Candy.
Okay.
as a kid, I remember the Audrey 2 staring at that woman's ass, and I could swear that I remember it actually like biting or like touching her ass, and her turning around and smacking Seymour for touching her ass. Like I remember that. Apparently, it
I
didn't fucking
thought
happen.
that was going to happen when I watched it.
I remember that fucking like in my mind as a kid. I remember that was a thing, but apparently it wasn't because that did not happen, which was very annoying. It just out of curiosity, how much of John Candy's role do you feel was improvised?
The whole
All of
thing.
it.
Right, yeah, right. Because like I feel like the confusion on Seymour's face was real confusion as to what the fuck are we doing. Like,
I mean, the only reason I say all of it is because I have read that John Candy liked to do those small cameos, but when he did them, he didn't want a script. If he was going to come in and shoot for a couple hours, he just wanted to say what he wanted to say, and he didn't want to have to learn a script. Like he would, if his friends called him and were like, "Hey, you want to do a cameo for this?" Oh, absolutely. But he wouldn't. He's like, "I'm not going to learn a script for this. I'll come in and say what I want to say."
you know, it was absolutely, yeah, he was absolutely notorious for improvising. Like that was one of the reasons he didn't actually get Ghostbusters, was because what he was trying to do with the character of Louis Tully, they were like, this isn't feeling right, and then they got Rick Moranis, who brought the Louis Tully we know and love. So, because like I said, just like the confusion on Seymour's face when he's just fucking talking to radio, fucking like improvising that shit, making all the sounds and shit. He's just like, what? Whoa.
Right. He's like, no, man, what are you doing? Put your clothes on.
Yeah. Like he
And
was,
Rick
he
Moranis
was
is
taken
standing there
back.
like-
It looked like a real take back moment.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. I dig, again, I dig the cameos, not the Steve Martin. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm not a Steve Martin fan to begin with, and that just killed it more for me. It was just, he was obnoxious. I just don't find him. All right, I'm going to be unpopular here for a minute, like real fucking unpopular. Mega Man 6. No, I'm just kidding. So,
I think Chris would just implode if you were to start
like,
talking
Mega
about
Man 6 and Transformers right now. I'm not a fan of Steve Martin, and I'm not a Jim Carrey fan. I get the, even as a kid, I didn't like Fire Marshal Bill or anything like that, because here's my problem with Jim Carrey. Where I believe he is a talented individual that could probably do more and has done little things, like there was the what was the one movie, Not a Beautiful Mind, but what was the one where he's like, he's in his mind like a dream world with his girlfriend. What is it?
The Majestic. Is that what it?
Maybe.
Never
He
seen
keeps,
that.
where he's like, he just keeps envisioning different places that he is with this girl.
Oh, that's Spotless Mind or something
Yes, something like that. Yeah. So,
Joe will correct us in a minute.
so it was I thought that was a great movie, and Jim Carrey really did a fantastic job. You got to see a side of him that told me this guy's got range. He could do a lot more. But and he's a very intelligent guy. But he gets up there and does, in my opinion, the same fucking character in every role he's into. Whether it's like he was doing the shit for SNL, when he was the Riddler in fucking the Batman movie, when he was Lloyd or whatever it is from Dumb and Dumber. It's the same guy in every movie for me. It's kind of like Adam Sandler, right? Like Adam Sandler in his younger years played the same damn character all the time. It was like, I'm Adam Sandler. Like, I know it's a terrible like impression, but you get what I'm
That's
saying.
pretty solid. That was pretty spot on.
But,
No, it was about as spot on as his Macho Man impression. Let's not artificially inflate the ego.
I mean, he's
But
still
it's the
here, so
same-
the Macho Man needs his work because he didn't
it's the
keel
same
over.
shit. That's kind of my point. It's the same stuff.
Well, yeah, no, I'll agree on that.
I'll go ahead and mark that clip.
I agree. Like Jim Carrey's always been one. Same thing with like Will Ferrell. I always feel like Will Ferrell goes a little too over the top, and I just find him really annoying. Jim Carrey's the same thing, but my introduction to Jim Carrey was either Mask or Ace Ventura.
Oh, I hated Mask. I'm sorry.
Right? No, that's fine. But like that was my introduction to him. So like those roles, obviously as the Mask, he needed to be over the top. He's a cartoon character. Like he needed to be over the top. And then Ace Ventura, insanely over the top. So that's why I knew him as being that. So I kind of just accept it. And I've never seen him in anything where I was like, oh, he's got range aside from Man on the Moon, right?
For Adam Sandler?
Where he plays Andy Kaufman.
Jim Carrey, yeah. Man on the Moon, yes.
Are we back to Adam Sandler? I'm sorry.
No, we're talking about Jim Carrey.
Jim
I was
Carrey.
reading the chat. I apologize.
Okay. Like, that's the only thing I can think of where I saw him with, like, range. I was like, oh, he actually can do not over the top unless it's needed. You never saw it where he plays Andy Kaufman?
Mm-mm.
Huh. I think you would have. It's not bad. But yeah. But to bring it back to the actual topic of Little Shop of Horrors, the Steve Martin, it definitely reminded me of the Jim Carrey because it was over the top, like crazy over the top. And I can see where it's annoying because he fucking is. The laugh is annoying because it fucking is. I think the reason I liked it, especially as a kid, was just the demented aspect of it. The evil laugh, the crazy, compared to everything else that was going on. Even though you had this giant fucking plant that's eating people. So here comes this, like, cartoon character of a dentist who rides a fucking motorcycle and it's completely batshit insane.
So,
like,
do you think that his persona was scripted, or do you think they gave the script to Steve Martin and said, bring this guy to life?
Well, I think, like Jose said in the chat, I can't find it now, but he mentioned it because it obviously is based on a play, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying that a lot of plays, the villains are usually over the top to kind of make you not like them, and they're done like that on purpose. So I think he, if anything, he probably like watched the play and just took it as that characteristic and went overboard with it, like they would on stage type of thing.
Okay, so I get.
I can see a lot of that being improvised too, not the song obviously, but like the manicness, like I can see that being.
I get what Jose is saying, but
coke-induced improvised.
So now I have to ask: do you call this a musical, or do you call this a movie?
It's a musical.
Musical.
Okay. So if it's a musical, then that by that right he'd be correct. Because in a movie, right, or in most movies or what have you, you kind of know who the bad guy's going to be, so you don't have to be encouraged to dislike them. You already know who that person is. You already dislike them. But in this, you didn't know, or you knew, just like any other. I kind of felt like it was like I guess I'm trying to address what he said, because you knew from jump he was a bad guy because he was beating up Audrey.
Yes.
So as soon as you came out with the Shiner, within 10 minutes of the movie, you're like, oh, she's got a bad boyfriend, and they brought him up so many times, then you finally see him. So I didn't need to be coaxed into disliking him. I didn't like the guy from Jump.
Well, no, and so that's what Jose was saying. So what he actually said was he's supposed to be annoying. It's based off a Broadway show where villains are typically much more over the top, obnoxious, and annoying. It also makes for the moral dilemma for Seymour to be more comfortable with feeding him to Audrey too. And it makes it more likely that the audience will agree with Seymour's decision, because the more over the top, right? And now I'm kind of just, paraphrasing, but the more over the top the villain is, the more things you can stack on him in a short amount of time. Because remember, in a play, it's shorter, right? So
they have to hate him instantly.
Yes, the more things you can stack on top. Yeah.
When he kills him, it's cool. We're all right with it.
Yes. And that's what Jose was getting at, was this idea that that's kind of how it has to play. And again, I mean, I've seen Steve Martin in some things, and I like him fine. He's not one of my favorite comedians, but in this role, I found him incredibly annoying. I didn't like it at all. And it was all the things too. Like, who the hell gets off their motorcycle like that? Like that
man flew from space and landed on the ground and just jumped off that bitch.
Like that, just like, who does that? And it just, I don't know.
Somebody you're not supposed to like.
It just, the whole character bothered me. I don't know.
And who the hell was like Aretha Franklin? She comes out of nowhere singing about Skid Row.
So she was a Broadway singer. Melissa looked it up last night because she's like, who the hell, like, what? All of a sudden this person's singing, she looked it up. She was a Broadway singer. I think did like 2 movies. if that. Same thing with the voice of Audrey too. Did like 2 movies. He was a singer as well.
Yeah, he was in the Four Tops. Like he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
super popular.
Well, I don't know who the fuck Tony knows.
My mother is a huge Motown fan.
Levi Stubbs.
You wouldn't have told me that with how you treat Tim. So.
Wow. Wow, I love Tim. Does a lot of work for me.
But yeah,
Not by choice.
Yeah, maybe you get a refund one day. So,
Love you, Tim. If you're out there, good.
I don't. I probably will never watch that movie again.
Listen, I had a good time. Watching it, knowing we were going to talk about it, and I'd like to do this again because this was a lot of fun. But that movie can suck the left part of my dick. I just fucking, dude, I'm sorry.
Hold on. The right part will get jealous. Calm down.
Right, I don't want the right to get any part of it, but it was so not what I remembered as a kid. It was more musical than anything, which I don't like musicals to begin with. That shit drives me nuts. That's why I can't do Disney movies. Like, if it's going to start having musicals, I'm out. I'll handle a couple of songs. Like, a Goofy movie is about as far as I will go for musicals in Disney.
A Goofy movie is a great movie.
I love that fucking movie. I'll watch it all the time. But I just can't listen. Powerline, dude, all day. So I can't get into musicals. There's something about it, and I honestly want to think I've got trauma as a kid from watching Grease, being forced to watch Grease, and hating it, and then people being hyped about it in school, and it's just like, oh my god. So like now I can't watch musicals. And then,
how old are you, Jesus?
I'm about 108. I age well. So, and as I watched this, I remember I even texted Rebel Girl. I'm like, now I remember why I don't rewatch this movie. And she goes, why? And I'm like, because the first 20 minutes is nothing but a musical. It's back to back to back songs.
Yeah.
And the reason I don't like that is because I don't feel like you get any story. And we didn't get shit until, from what I remember, watching
the story's all in the musical.
Yeah, I mean the story's there, right? Like it explains.
It's all in the lyrics.
I mean, I can hate on this movie, but we have to be accurate with our hating. Like the story is in the song.
I don't have to be accurate with my hating.
There.
Tony's like, I don't have to be accurate about shit. I hated it.
I just didn't like. Okay. So you want to say it's telling the story, but it's shit like, oh, you deserve better. Do I deserve better? I deserve better. Like it just goes into a whole song, and it's like, okay, great, I get it. They deserve better. Why is that part of this? Why is it a song? That doesn't tell me what's going on with this character as far as like the next scene or whatever is going to happen afterwards. Like there's no build up to the next scene. It's just next scene.
Because that's what a musical is.
That's why I hate musicals.
Yeah, no, but what I mean is like you're like, why don't they just tell us? Well, they did, but they told you through song. That's why it's a musical. Right,
you have to listen to the lyrics of the song.
Like
I had to listen about Skid Row, and not the good one with like 18 in Life. I had to listen to Skid Row for like 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah, so Skid Row is actually my wife's favorite song in that movie, and she was really excited when that part came on because she still, even to this day, really likes that song. But the song, if you listen to the lyrics, like it makes sense. It explains why everybody behaves the way they behave down there, how it's all like the worst people or the people who are incredibly poor, and so it ties in later with the dentist where his practice.
Poor people are the worst.
No,
That's
I said
I can't identify with these poor people.
But then, like, it also explains why this dentist is working on Skid Row because he's a bad person, right? Like, people get stuck there because they're poor, but then the people who choose to come to Skid Row are trying to take advantage of poor people. So those are the people that are the bad people, and the poor people have nowhere to go. They can't escape. And if you're born into Skid Row, you never leave, right? And that's
poor dentistry, apparently.
That's what. But again, he's there not really charging people for much because he's deriving pleasure from their pain.
He's getting off on fucking.
So it's like everything is there. That first song sets the stage for everything. You understand why Seymour's the way he is, why Audrey's the way she is, because they've grown up being told if you're born in Skid Row, you never leave. You're not going to get good things. Everybody's going to take advantage of you.
But here's the thing, right? So the song sets up all that, right? Skid Row is basically Hell's Kitchen. in the Marvel universe, right? Like it's the shit area. But then they put this plant in the window, and all of a sudden, all these rich ass people start walking in, like, "Oh, I'll buy $50 of roses. We don't got change. Oh, give me 100." Like nobody that's poor living in that area is gonna be acting like that. All of a sudden, all these rich monkey people come in, and that first guy, I thought was a fucking android. The way he was fucking like, still.
So I haven't seen him in so long. I'm like, is this guy an alien or something?
It was Christopher Guest.
Yeah,
Dude,
I know,
like,
but
I'd like to buy some flowers.
It was a six-fingered man. The six-fingered man. That's
it was the six-fingered man. I get that, but still, like yeah, like Tony said, it's almost like he was like what we in the real world call a Man in Black.
That's some. Ah, damn it! I was just about to say that was some Men in Black shit.
Yeah, like
I need to buy some flowers.
Like he shows up right when this alien appears, and like, oh, here, right, like very robotic. Like he was, but then nobody else was like that.
Apparently, aliens double fist.
Well, of course, absolutely.
I need some flowers. But
then, like everybody else,
too much. God,
like all the other characters that you run into, aren't like that at all. He's the only person who is like that. It's fucking weird.
Yeah,
I concur.
There's so much wrong with this movie. But I mean, some people love it still, apparently, because I could not fucking find it to watch. So I was like, oh,
I had to rent it. Did anybody else rent it?
Yeah, I had to rent
it for $4 through Apple.
But you know,
$4 of my hard-earned money.
Huh?
I said I had to spend $4 of my hard-earned money.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah.
I call you while you're at work. I know what you're doing. So no, but like, because I couldn't find it. I was like, oh, this will be easy. We'll stream it, whatever. Nobody's streaming it for free. Like, you have to either buy it or rent it. So Melissa had the idea. She's like, oh, just, go to the library. You can rent movies from the library, rent it from there. I'm like, oh, fucking genius. I'll just rent it from the library. You went to the
library?
Yeah. Do you not read books?
What fucking year is this that you went to the library and rented a movie?
2025?
How tough are times that you're going to the library to rent movies?
They're free. What the? You've never been poor. You don't get it.
Oh my god!
You've never been poor. So, but
I couldn't spend the $4 to stream it, guys. I went to the librry. I got in my car and used gasoline to go to the library and get it for free.
Damn right, get that shit for free. So hold on. So check this out. I went to the library,
he's getting
right?
For Christmas.
So I went to the library. I was like, all right, cool. I'll just grab it from there. And she had looked it up, and it said, no, they had it. I would go in. Can't find that fucking thing. So I asked the little librarian woman, I'm like, hey, do you guys, have this in the system? Yeah, she's small. Very, 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 very small. So she's like, oh, she looks it up in the system. She's like, oh, it shows here in the county we have 7 copies of this movie. Like, cool. She's like, but 2 of them are checked out, and the other 5 are missing.
So you drove for no reason.
God damn it gets even better.
Hold on.
Your cheap ass drove to the library.
Well, no, it was on the way home from work, but still.
For a $3 movie, and then, hold on. 7 copies. 5 they can't find, and 2 are checked out. Holy shit! Put a fork in me. Of all the podcasts we've ever done, that is the best story that has ever come up. Bro, that is how cheap you were.
I looked at her. I'm like, "Are they?"
You better pull this clip and make a short out of it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm like, they're fucking. She's like, yeah, they're missing. I'm like, that is such a random fucking movie to be missing, and 2 people have checked out. Like, nobody wants to watch this. They're probably. I have a feeling that they all watched it and just threw that bitch in the garbage. Like, fuck this movie. This is bullshit.
Holy shit, dude.
The fucking library rents DVDs and Blu-rays, Joe. I know you old, but damn.
The library.
Yeah, I figured, hey, on the way home from work, I'll stop by and just grab that bitch. We'll be good. I don't want to waste it. You know what? To be honest, after watching that shit, if I wasn't watching it for this podcast, I would have felt like I wasted my money.
I would have cash apped you to $4. Like, God damn it, man, that is hilarious.
Like, you don't feel like, so you're gonna tell me right now, after watching that movie, right? From your childhood, you've spent $4 and an hour and 30 minutes of your time. You don't feel like you lost money and time watching that shit?
Do you know the shit that I've purchased in my life? Do you not see a stormtrooper with Louise ears?
That's a better purchase than
Listen, before I watched it last night, I was pissed because not even a month ago, Apple had it on sale for their $4.99 movies. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I have to spend $4 to rent this, where if Chris had come up with this idea like 2 weeks earlier, I would have been able to spend $1 more and own it. Now I got to spend $1 less and rent it. And then after I watched it, I'm like, thank God I didn't have to buy it.
No,
thank God I didn't have to buy this.
I said, fuck. When I left the library, I was like, cool, whatever. I was on the way home, and I had to stop by. I had to stop by Dollar General looking for those fucking Oreos. God damn it, man! I can't find those fucking Oreos. It's pissing me off.
What Oreos?
It's Oreos with Reese's peanut butter cups inside of the Oreo.
So it's diabetes cups?
So? Do you not like Reese's?
Oh, you're talking about
Did you just turn Asian all of a sudden? Why'd your eyes get so squinty?
Talking about are you talking to Tony or to me? I don't know.
You.
Oh, well, I don't know. So it's Oreos with Reese's inside them?
Yeah, it's an Oreo cookie, and then inside is like Reese's of something.
Because I got Jen
the peanut butter ones?
The Reese's peanut butter cups that have Oreos inside of them.
I got those too.
She liked those.
But it's the other way around. It's Oreo with like Reese's peanut butter inside of it versus normal peanut butter. It's different. If you're a fatty, you understand that Reese's peanut butter and peanut butter are different peanut butters. But so I went to Dollar General looking for them shits. And I was like, oh look, they got DVDs.
Oh, look,
fuck it. Maybe they'll have fucking the movie here. Nope, wrong.
Oh man.
But I had to rent that bitch. Wasted my fucking money. At least if I fucking spent $6 to buy it, I'd have a fucking physical copy to throw in there and shoot. Like,
I'm pretty sure if you never return that DVD to the library, they're not going to notice.
Apparently they do. They know 5 are missing. They noticed.
We have 7 copies. 5 are missing.
Like,
who the fuck does their inventory?
Yeah, I was telling you guys the other day.
God
when
damn
I was
it,
first
that's
like,
funny.
when I was like, first I was like, all right, I'll just stream it. And I was looking through all the streaming services because you look online, it's like, oh, this you can stream it here, cool. And like one of the ones you go on it and it shows Rick Moranis. Like it shows the fucking scene from the movie. You click on it and it plays the 1960s fucking movie. It's fucking stupid.
God damn it, dude. That shit got me. I can feel what might have been abs at one point. Like hurts.
You need to GoFundMe to fucking get my time back for watching that goddamn movie's what I need.
Listen, I'm not too proud. You want to start a GoFundMe to give me my $4 back? I'd appreciate it.
Holy crap, dude.
I'm a teacher. I need the money. That $4.
You know what's funny?
Wasted.
What's funny is if you started a GoFundMe for movies that you didn't like, I bet you people would pay it.
Oh yeah, especially with like if you're giving like legit bad ones like that. This movie was big. You know what? I get that. Get your money back, boy.
That is so funny.
Oh man.
Dog, listen, people don't want to see you. This is the 3rd time tonight. Can you stop? Please?
Was there any other aspect of this fucking movie that you guys wanted to discuss? Cause
I mean, a nip slip would have been cool.
Fair.
I thought. So I will say, and I might be like totally just being stupid. You guys are gonna be like, well, yeah, no shit. But watching the movie, the opening scene when you first see the shop, right, and they do video of the inside of the shop. Did you not get a vibe of Jim Henson Creature Shop, like Fraggle Rockish vibes, like settings?
Well, yeah, because Frank Oz directed this film, and he brought a lot of the Jim Henson people on to do the stuff that needed to be done. So that's
when you
exactly
look
where it's from.
Right. So when you look inside the house, like, I'm a huge Muppets fan. So I love watching older Muppet movies, right? Not that
So
the
you
new
do
ones are
like
funny.
musicals?
No. I like
Yeah,
Muppets.
I mean, because the Muppets have music.
They're Muppets.
Yeah.
That's different.
But their shit was funny. So, and they weren't 45-minute songs like every 2 seconds. But
it also makes sense why Tony only liked the song where Audrey 2 was singing, because that's a Muppet.
But so if she or he is technically a Muppet. So if you remember when you watch old Muppet movies, the set is built around the fact that they have to have the puppets be able to move in the set.
Yep.
Right.
That is the same vibe I got when they show the set in Little Shop. I got a vibe that anywhere in this scene in front of you, you could have a puppet.
Like, you could break that wall, and you'll walk right into, like, Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was one thing I
that was fucking weird. Sorry. As soon as you said that, the dog was like, "What? Fraggles?
Fraggle Rocks." The of that movie, right? It's not free on you. You have to like click on like 7 different things, like watch part 1, watch part 2, watch part.
Find the other 5 movies for the library, and then they give it to you for free.
Yeah, fuck that. Because or you could have rented it from YouTube also for fucking $4. But so the puppeteering, that movie, the puppeteering was amazing, right?
Sure.
Because just think about even the singing aspects. Fucking Audrey 2 was fucking laying down some fucking fast lyrics, and they had that fucking mouth flapping like there was no tomorrow, but it looked good. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, a mouth opening and closing, like without the lip movement. The puppeteering was top notch on that. I was highly impressed with that.
Yeah,
because everybody else took appreciation of the puppeteering.
It's 86, and there's no.
Everybody's coked out of their minds.
Well, no, but there's no there's no shit like the Turtles movie where it was like animatronic-y with the mouth and everything like that. You know what I mean? Very few of that. The bigger the puppet, if you guys remember, even with Neverending Story, with the Labyrinth, the bigger the puppet, the less motion and animatronic-y separate gizmos that they would give the item, right? Yeah. So like if you had, so like the Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies. So the little worm, right? He's like, hello, I'll say hello, you know, that's kind of stuff, that little guy. So he moves around, his little mouth, his eyes, all that bullshit moves, which is so crazy, right? Because all those little animatronic movements happen, and they have him on a stick. And they're just letting him do his thing. There's no hand in him. It's just his little thing.
Worm on a stick versus a jalapeno. I got you.
But then you've got Ludo, the big giant Yeti-looking motherfucker.
Right.
He walks around, and he's just, all he can do is just go, his eyes will move up and down, because that's an easy, you know, air-driven kind of thing to make him move around. And then his mouth would move, he'd be like, Sarah! But like most of Jim Henson's
that was a good impression.
Like, remember Sweetums? It's kind of the same thing. His mouth just like drops and comes up.
Right.
The same shit. That's what happened with this character. So
because you had to have a guy in the suit to move it around, and the guy in the suit can't do all the stuff.
Correct. Right. But Audrey, to his point, yeah, that was very impressive how much it could move and talk and sing and make the movements with its lips.
Like crazy.
So is there 2 people in there, or did they like really spend the time to animate it?
I mean, there's 2 people in there. Somebody was like standing there, like bent over like this, just fucking like flapping their fucking arms, like trying to make the lips move. Like
maybe, I don't know.
There had to be like fucking, you know, like actual animatronics in there somewhere. But like I say, even with the speed of how it was singing, the to match the vocals,
yeah,
like that fucking thing was going insane. Very impressive.
I agree.
9, 10, 11.
Psycho said so, and then he lost train of thought. He's reading, probably something to try and correct the people on.
Trying to find out what time the library's open and get some DVDs.
No, it took 21 puppeteers to bring Audrey 2 to life.
This motherfucker's got stock in Google.
I'm sorry?
I said, this motherfucker's got stock in Google.
Listen, sometimes you got to get questions answered. But yeah, there were 21.
Sometimes Google be giving you the wrong answers. Though.
There were 21 puppeteers in the once the plant was large, especially towards the end of the film. It was 21 people that were working to bring the plant to life.
Which makes sense because you had like all its the roots and stuff that were
tendrils, the little mouths that Tony was talking about earlier.
Right. That makes sense. But that I think that was probably the most impressive part of that movie was just.
What do you think initially? So when Audrey, before he eats, I always want to say she because Audrey, right? But before he eats the shopkeep, how many people do you think were running him?
One or two. I'd probably say since Brian Henson was there, it was probably just him doing it until it got to the point where it was massive.
When did Jim die?
Jim died right before the release of Turtles 2.
So 90?
So Jim would have been alive, but Brian was doing the other movies?
Well, so this wasn't a Jim Henson movie. Frank Oz used to work with Jim Henson, right? So he did all that, and he brought people in to help out because he couldn't afford the Jim Henson company. The Jim Henson company did not do this film. They were doing other things at the time, and he couldn't afford, the budget would not allow for that. And so Frank Oz he probably just called in a bunch of favors, with his friends. Hey, listen, I need this. What can you do for me? How can you help? And they were working on it independently.
But even Audrey too, right? When you look at the actual plant, compared to the rest of the background and the scenery in the movie, it fits perfectly. It doesn't look out of place like, say, a Muppet does versus the real world, right? It really looked, for what it was, looked really well
it's
done.
Supposed to be there.
Yeah, it's a real being that works. Like the turtles. The turtles don't look out of place. Those are turtles. They live in the sewer. We accept that. They look like they fit perfectly. Audrey 2 fit that scenery wonderfully. But
I do like where Audrey 2 calls Audrey on the phone.
See, that was another one.
The dumbest part, the dumbest thing I think, but I love that they added it in, was he makes the call, right? He's done making the call, and then he looks to see if the coin's in the slot.
Oh, yeah.
To get it back. It's little shit like that in movies that I love. I thrive on that crap.
Well, I mean,
that's quarterback. You talk about what made Jim Henson. Library.
That's what made Jim Henson's company so great, right? Those guys, realism was important. How we got to make it so that this people believe. And so, what does it say here? It says there are no blue screens or opticals involved in any of Audrey 2's scenes, with the exception of the reshot ending where the plant is electrocuted. The plant was made in 6 different stages of growth, and there were 3 different versions of Mushnick's shop, making it possible for 2 units to work with different sized plants at the same time. Each of the talking plants had to be cleaned, repainted, and patched up at the end of each shooting day, which would take up to 3 hours or more, depending on the size. The summertime number uses 2 different sizes of Audrey 2. When Tooie is singing all alone in the shop, it is actually a smaller size, the same size as when it's saying "Feed me." That's where you get all the the lip
articulation.
The lip articulation, because it's actually a smaller plant. Just the way that it's shot makes it look like it's still the big one.
That makes sense.
But now standing on a scaled down set to make it appear larger. The full-size one that is seen to interact with Seymour and Mushnick was not provided with lip movement, but was built to swallow Mushnick's mechanical legs.
So just
were mechanical.
Just up and down.
So it's camera trickery because, just like I said, when you watch Jim Henson, not Jim Henson movies, but movies where his creatures are in it,
yeah,
it's always like that. The bigger creatures don't have that kind of movement, but the little guys, for some reason, their eyes and their eyebrows and their mouths, and they all have this crazy intricate movements, which is so weird. I don't understand why the bigger ones don't.
I wonder if first reason is obviously because of the cost, right? Because to put in a big creature, that's almost robotics versus little diodes, little pulling strings. But at the same time, you have somebody in the suit.
It can't be too heavy.
So you can't be too
That's
heavy.
True
but
too.
You also, whoever the
that's a good point.
The actor in the suit has to bring to life. As an actor, has to do stuff to himself to bring it to life, to sell it, right? Versus the little animatronic you don't have an actor in there. It all depends on the accuracy or how good those animatronics are to bring that character to life. So it
Yeah.
has to be more well done because you have nothing to fall back on.
So
So it's go ahead.
I was just saying that the 21 number that I gave you earlier was just the head puppeteers. For the end of the film with the largest Audrey 2, it took 60 people working at the same time to make the plant's performance work. 60 different puppeteers were working with the largest plant at the end to get it all to work.
That's fucking insane. Imagine 60 people. Oh, and Truffy.
I don't like working with 3 people. Fucking
Are you serious right now?
Jesus.
Truff. No. Truff. Shit.
Cats
Hold on.
don't listen to No. Have you just seen them on the internet? They don't give a shit about No.
Dude, lately she's been very lovely. It's a little weird, and then Raven's been the same way. She wants me to pet her like a whole lot. So I just like finger blast her and let her go to bed. But anyway, so that was too much. Of all things, that was too much. So like with the turtles,
of all things,
yeah, I kind of like
That's
I think
the
about
only
it.
thing right now. What the fuck?
I think about like how we would watch those movies, and I remember watching the behind the scenes, but they had to coordinate their body language with what was going on with their mouth.
Yes. And the mouth was all run on remotes.
Like it was like this.
Yeah,
And
they had remote controls for each of the mouths that people were working with.
That was more the second movie than the first one.
Yeah.
But the second movie, it was like, like they wanted to like look and talk and whatever, do whatever.
I just saw a GoFundMe pop up in our Discord.
What happened?
In our Discord, I just saw a GoFundMe pop up from Joe.
But it's kind of crazy like that. I mean, you got to give Jim Henson credit where credit is due, right? The man ran a creature shop, and they have continued to put out crazy ass creatures. And so, like, I go back to the Turtles, and just how much the Turtles evolved. And I don't want to take away from what we're talking about, but it kind of like diverts to that, right? They were able to do so much in '86,
right,
with Audrey 2, and all the scenes with Audrey 2, and then now you fast forward to 1990. The Turtles, 1992, the second movie, 1990, whatever, fuck, the third movie. The animatronic-y kind of shit just keeps getting better and better, and it's kind of wild how the actor inside the suit has to actually have some talent to acknowledge, here's the scene, here's how my character's probably responding in the face, I can't see it, I can only act and dance around it, and hope to God that it makes sense. Whereas, back in the day, puppeteers, kind of the same thing. You got one dude holding one arm, another dude holding the other arm, right? And then you have the puppeteer, like, moving the character around like, well, Kermit, right? He'd be like, oh, hey, Piggy. Like, and he'd do the mouth and talk like Piggy, or talk like Kermit, and then the person has to do the hand gestures that make sense for the way Kermit is talking or being at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. Like, this is a horror movie with Jim Henson. Well, is it a horror movie? Oh, no. God, is that another thing?
It's not a horror movie. It says horror in the title. That movie's not a horror movie.
Okay, but he ate people. He fed it blood.
It is a horror musical, is what
there
it is.
It is.
That's not horror at all.
I mean, it might not be for us, right? But it is a horror musical.
I think it's gonna be one of those things like sci-fi, just because it's aliens, they label it sci-fi. But because it's a monstrous fucking plant and it is eating people
and trying to take over the world,
which was more of a sci-fi thing. But yes, those aspects I can see where they'd be like, oh, it's horror. But when you really watch it compared to other horror movies, there's really nothing about that movie that screams horror except that there's a giant plant that eats people. Everything else,
and Seymour is an axe murderer.
Like, there's a love story involved. Like, it's not a horror.
What up? What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It'll probably be a very long time before I watch that movie again.
Pretty sure it's Cody.
Whoever. That's a hilarious fucking name. Like, it sounds like a Harry Potter spell. Like, like he's got to help Wilfred. Like, Jesus.
I ran out of vodka, man. I don't have any more, and I can't order anymore. And I'm a little upset, but I gotta go to bed anyway. I guess I got work tomorrow.
So on that, we can start wrapping it. It is Cody.
Oh,
What's up, Cody?
you're right.
That's it. So I want to do another one of these.
I do too. I think this is great. It was a lot of fun.
Not
wrestling, but it was a lot of fun.
Not about this though.
You know what's funny? All right, this is behind the scenes shit. Until the episode last week, the wrestling episode is our highest viewed episode. The one last week beat it though, but wrestling was our highest viewed fucking episode. We had zero interaction. I think the Steve show popped in for that episode for a little bit, but like we had barely any interaction. But yeah, it was weird. I'm gonna say since I picked this fucking travesty of a childhood ruiner, John or Psycho. You have a movie that you want to put on for this, and we'll do it for the next one in a month.
All right, I'll think about it.
Oh, I wanted to put on the spot right fucking now.
Oh, I mean, that's difficult.
All right, you can think about it. That's fine.
We're picking a movie?
Yeah, well, I figured since I picked this bullshit movie that John's going to pick the next one.
It's not a bullshit movie. It's just
not a bullshit movie.
Yeah.
It's just from what my childhood remembers.
All right, so
it's one of those, like you said with like John said with headcanon, right? So in my mind, I remember certain things of it that I really loved, and then you watch it, it's like, holy shit, this is nothing like I remember it being. There's aspects that I remember, I can see where I remember that, but it's not what I remember. And I mean, it's that headcanon that kind of ruins it for
listen,
you.
we're in the month of October.
Okay.
So why don't we go for something a little more Halloween-y?
Not Halloween 3.
Not mainstream.
Trash. Just say. No? Halloween 3? Trash.
What?
Halloween 3. Trash.
Oh, you might as well watch 4. You can never get enough clown outfits.
But that's one right there, right? Hold on. Just while John, if you want to think of something, go ahead. Tony, you've seen Halloween 3, right?
Yeah.
I'd never seen it until maybe last year. But the only thing I ever seen of it, obviously, was the kids in the costumes and the masks.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I thought that movie was going to be essentially the Goosebumps book about the fucking mask that the girl can't get off. It should be like gets taken over, starts like getting possessed by the mask. That's where I thought Halloween 3 was. That these kids wear these masks, and then they start becoming demons, and then they start killing people. So when I watched fucking Halloween 3 last year, I wanted to fucking blow my house up. Like,
all right, I have 2 suggestions. You ready? Just off the top of my head.
Seems a bit excessive.
Actually, I've got 3. So you can do Jason X.
Love it. Oh.
Fucking love that movie.
For the movie. Got you. I thought you meant for the Halloween 3 problem.
No.
Never mind.
So
Okay.
Jason X. Freddy vs. Jason. Or have you ever seen the movie called Spaced Invaders?
No.
You guys haven't seen Spaced Invaders?
No? Have you ever seen Saturday the 14th?
Holy shit. No, I haven't. Send it to me. I'll fucking watch it.
I've seen
the library's got it.
Invaders.
I've seen part of that.
This movie came out in 1990. It is the epitome of ridiculous. Let me go ahead and share this real quick. Yeah, no, The Mask was a terrible fucking movie, Cody.
Is Cody your employee?
You need to retract that statement.
Is Cody your employee who was on here last time?
Yeah, he's a sales manager in my Brooksville store. Cool, good kid. See this?
Oh, yes, I have seen this.
Okay. This movie is fucking awesome.
So this is going to be one of those, Tony, that I've seen it, but I only remember that cover with the fucking, the Maverick fucking jacket and everything on the
Yes! So that's kind of my
I
point.
can remember from it.
So, Psycho, you've never seen it?
No.
Bro. I say Space Invaders. I'm gonna throw that out there.
Why not do something crazy like I mean, I don't know when the last time we all saw this, but as a kid, Ernest Scared Stupid, I thought was a hilarious
Oh,
movie.
you mean
Whe-
you mean Ernest Scared Straight, the Christian camp?
whether
Ernest Scared Straight strikes again. This is like the third time it's come up. Oh, it's great.
whether or not it would still be good, I don't know. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, as a kid, I loved that movie. Whether or not it'd still be fun to watch, I don't know.
I think it's too popular, too mainstream. It's got a hype right now, so we could tear it apart. But I think it's got too much of a hype, and people argue things they don't really understand.
Yeah,
My opinion.
Mars Attacks.
That's a
I haven't
good
seen
one.
that movie in a long time.
Ack, bitch.
I saw that movie for the first time in a drive-in, the Swap Shop drive-in.
Right. I'm gonna put them up there. We've got ready Mars Attacks.
God damn it!
We've got Freddy vs. Jason. We've got Jason X.
Freddy vs. Jason was much better than it should have been. Okay.
Spaced Invaders. And then what was the last one somebody just said before that?
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
All right, so is Space Invaders a horror-esque movie? I don't remember.
It's a sci-fi movie that sci-fi
right,
alien movie.
So let's kick that out because, like you said, because it's October.
Okay, so Space Invaders is out. Okay, so we have Jason X, Jason versus Freddy or whatever it is. We have Mars Attacks, and we have oh my God, what is my thumb doing? What is that movie?
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Killer Clowns.
Ernest Scared Stupid was the.
Yeah, you said not to do.
Let's take that out. Ernest Scared Stupid's gone.
What the fuck? That's a great
Yeah,
movie.
let's go with Killer Clowns, Jason X, or Freddy vs. Jason.
No, what the fuck happened to Mars Attacks?
Oh, sorry. Mars Attacks. I didn't have an extra thumb. There you go.
Tony's just fucking forgetting shit.
All right, so Mars Attacks.
Because he originally said no Killer Clowns because it's too popular
Yes,
right now.
that's what
like,
he
I say no Killer Clowns, but somebody just brought it up again. So Killer Clowns.
Nobody brought it up. God damn it! Nobody brought it up again.
They did
no,
right
somebody in
there.
the chat
He
did.
was asking a question about it.
All right, so Killer Clowns.
No Killer Clowns.
All right,
No
no Killer
Killer
Clowns. So Mars Attacks,
Okay.
Freddy vs. Jason, or Jason X.
Let's get rid of Jason X because that movie's ass.
Whoa.
Right. So we'll either put
Love that
Hold
movie.
on. When was the last time you saw Jason X?
long time ago.
I feel like we might have a winner, actually.
No. I vote for Mars.
Really?
I vote for Mars Attacks.
When he takes the girl's head in fucking
Smashes that bitch.
Yes! One of the best fucking scenes, man, from any Jason movie ever. We're clipping that. We're posting that. This is short.
That's
Dude, and she's hot too. He holds her down. And he's like, "No, I'm Jason," blah, 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 whatever he does. And then he pulls her up and he's like, "Ooh, you're dead," and then smashes her fucking face. Oh my God.
okay. So, oh shit. So, if we were to do it for October, we would be doing this on October 30th, the day before Halloween.
Goddamn right.
Hold
so
on.
It's got to be something good.
I got it.
Trick or
Something I
treat.
know Psycho hasn't seen. He's seen parts of.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Ooh, bitch.
And then we can get Joe to join us too, because I don't know if Joe's watched it yet.
I'm in. If I was in and in was another level, I'd be fucking it. Well, hold on. That's every 2 weeks. So you don't want to do one next Thursday? You're going to do something else?
No, I want to try and do this every month, like a once a month type of thing. But
Okay, so you have
this
the
was
16th and
supposed
the
to be,
23rd.
you know, this got held up this episode. So
No, I get it. You got the 16th and the 23rd, so you're going to push this off till the 30th?
the 30th, so the night before Halloween.
I'm in, dude. I'm so fucking... If in was another level, it'd be me. I'm fucking in. Let's do this.
Trick or treat it is.
I'm more excited about this than any podcast I've ever done for me. Done. Trick or treat. We're doing trick or treat. I'm in.
Tony, I'm gonna tell you this. I love you,
Yeah.
brother, but you seem to have more fun on my podcast than your own at times.
Whatever. I'm just saying. I'm doing trick or treat.
Cool. We'll do trick or treat. Just because, and that's only because it's falling literally on Halloween Eve.
Let's fucking do it. Cody, trick or treat, dude. Be on that night. Don't be a punk.
No, Joe, watch that shit. Oh, okay. Oh, you're gonna have to watch it again. So that way it's fresh in the memory. Cool. Oh, because it comes out in theaters too, like next week. Right?
I want to go to the theater, actually. Joe, we should go watch it in the theater, dude.
Well, Joe was talking to me the other day about going to see Predator Badlands in theater next weekend. Or this weekend.
I don't know. There's a theater by us that plays like
next
plays
weekend.
all that old stuff. It's kind of cool. It's a lot of fun.
But yeah. Okay, cool. Trick or treat. October 30th. I'll start.
I love how this went from me pick to everybody else pick to then like
Listen,
nobody has a say.
Well, see, because I gave you the opportunity to pick.
You guys watch Trick or Treat. I'm watching Mars Attacks. How about that? That's how we're going to do that.
That defeats the whole purpose of the podcast.
So,
because
I got to choose.
Because it went from, hey, John, you pick. You're like, well, I have to think about it. All right, you think about it. Then it just snowballed because we're talking. So you can still pick something, but that'll be for the one after.
So I don't know what the pick is for next Thursday, but
I don't know what the topic is yet for next Thursday.
Okay, but I'm totally down for covering Mars Attacks.
No, because Chris says he only wants to do these movie things once a month.
Well, like the one where we
watch though, they're fun.
Where we watch it and then discuss it. I'm gonna do that like once a month type thing. For now, it could turn into more, but right now, I'm testing out different aspects.
I don't have enough content for my shit.
But
I can only talk about toys that I hate so much.
That's all you talk about is the shit you hate. But
it's because he hates all of it. That's why he doesn't open any of it.
Because I don't want to run into like repetitiveness. I want to pull a couple different aspects every month. So cool.
All right, I'm gonna aspect myself into saying thank you for having me on. This is great. It was a lot of fun.
Always gotta go.
Fuck you! Just joining now. What the hell's the matter with you? What do you have, a job?
I mean, he teaches kids how to fight.
Yeah, fight what? Mental illness?
No, like people.
Oh, well.
Like he and I used to
good.
play...
Are you guys are still going or what?
No, I'm out here. I gotta.
It's
still have to work
It's
early.
witching hour, man. I have school tomorrow.
Oh, you little bitch. The only person here who has school tomorrow is like below us. So cool. Tony, do you want to plug anything for next week?
Yeah, baby, you holding still?
What?
Wow. Wow. Really? Whoa. Everybody's like, oh, really? All right. Tuesday, guys, come out and check us out. Shellhead Toys, Drinks and Toys, you guys all know. Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock, same shit, different channel. We're not going to talk about this, which sucks because this was great tonight. But we are going to talk about all this bullshit with NECA. They're releasing all this crap nobody wants to see, nobody wants to buy. Nobody here in this chat even cares about toys, so this should be a great show. So jump on board, and we'll fucking do what we're going to do. But in any way, come say it to my face. You live like 30 minutes from me. Will you shut up?
No, he doesn't. He lives in South Florida.
No. Oh, is that Tim?
No, it's Tony.
Wait, what?
Tony's like Tony Inception right now.
Did I mix Gustavo with Tim? Who is this?
It's Anthony.
Who the fuck is Anthony?
I mean, I think your name's Anthony, but his name's Anthony. He's in our group too. He's from South Florida.
Either way,
he's a fucking black belt.
Oh, it's a homeboy. No, he's not in South Florida. He's from oh shit.
No, he's in South Florida.
He's in South Florida. He's a buddy of mine. We worked at Home Depot together.
I was taking stuff to him. He lives in like a house that looks like something out of Dragon Ball Z.
No.
It's got a weird little like. I played with toys, if you can count that. Yeah, but those are different. Those are in the bedroom.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
Who am I talking about?
I don't know. His name is Tony. He lives in South Florida. I worked with him at Home Depot. That's where we met. He's a sensei at a dojo. He's a black belt. I
think he's higher than a black belt.
Oh yeah, I mean whatever's higher. I don't fucking know the highness. But yeah, he's like a legitimate badass. Well, I mean he thinks he is,
but the rest of us suck. All right, so
he can't do shit against my weapon of mass destruction. But yeah,
what are you doing?
So
I don't know. Fuck it. So see you guys Tuesday.
Tony, get out. Go home.
Talk about.
Go home. You're drunk.
I wish I was. I'm not even like. I'm feeling good, but I'm not even drunk.
All right, cool. Well, thanks everybody for popping in, hanging out, conversing with all of us, keeping this real good. That had a good time. We're definitely gonna do it again. Don't know what our topic next week is. The 30th, though, we're gonna be doing trick or treat.
Mars Attacks.
Trick or treat.
Mars Attacks.
Trick or treat.
You're not gonna like trick or treat. That's gonna be a good conversation.
Yeah,
Anna
you're not
Paquin,
gonna win.
I would have fucked the shit out of her.
Jesus Christ.
Still would. But yeah, so check us out next week. I'll post up in the group, whatever, what the topic is. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Shellhead, Psycho, thanks for being here, guys.
Good time, man. It was a lot of fun.
And guess we're going to have to talk to you guys later. See you all around.
Boppity boopity. No capes!